Hoi, it's Debbie. I thought I would do a art journal flip through because well, I've just started art journaling and I saw the video of Renje, her flip through, and her comment also about doing more of those, each and every one of us, because we all love if others share their work. So I thought in return, of course, we could do the same. And Renje was here with me for the first time. We actually really met face to face last Sunday, and she gave me this cute little book, and I thought, well, that's just the perfect size for me to start doing more art journaling, because I've really been struggling with what size, what kind of material and such, and I just gave this a try. So I first will show you the pages we did, or actually I did when she was here. We've been creating together, of course, so both working in our art journals. So I'll just show you those pages first. Let me see. So this was the first page I did. I know, it's quite busy. And well, I've used all kinds of things, of course. I've used stencils with gesso, distress inks on the background, and then I just drew some butterflies on a string, of course some stenciling, and well, I think it's it, some gelatos on the edge and around the butterflies, and the butterflies I did in gold to make them stand out a bit. I like the whole graffiti style of it, and I when I was working on it, well, the thought came into my mind, and that thought was, you have to break free in order to fly. So that's why the butterflies are still on strings. So this is the first page I did, and then the second page I did when she was here is this one, and I really like this one. She brought her this delusions, I think they call sprays, so I of course had to test them out, and this is the result of it. Also used some of those stamps, I think also from the same line, and I cut out some hearts from some canvas and some tissue paper which I wrinkled, and then just with some acrylic paint painted on them, made some shadows around it and colored the leaves, some washi tape, and of course again some edging of the page. And well, then I really got into the groove of art journaling. So yesterday, when I was still cleaning up here and there of the, of course, amazing junk we all made, I decided I had to just try some other pages. So I'll just start from the start from the beginning and then flip through. It's not much, but I'll show you what I've got. So again, as you've seen, my first page I did with Renje. Then I did this one yesterday, and I really love it because of the colors, because they are really my kind of colors, bright and summery, and well, it's just acrylic paints with some bubble wrap and some cutouts with a punch from book paper, a toilet paper roll I used for making those, and some yeah, it's a stamp I've got from, I think it's Kaisercraft, it's this one. And of course some stenciling with a homemade acrylic paint spray, which I saw Aaron do. He's Imperfect Impulses on YouTube. Amazing guy. Does lots of art journaling things, and is saying, of course, well, it has to be imperfect because it's Imperfect Impulses, and no matter what, just do it, and you don't have to like it all the way. And I think that's really about your art journaling. It's really about well, I wouldn't say feeding, that's the wrong word in English, but nurturing your creativity and keep going. So this was the other page I did with Renje. And then I also did this one yesterday. I really loved it. I was doing a background but with colors I had left over from this page, so those bright colors, but it was just too bright for me, so I decided to cover it up, and I used some cutout circles that I temporarily glued on the background, and then I gessoed over the whole thing, and afterwards I just circled the circles, and I think I was done for that. I really love the simplicity of this page and the pop of colors that's popping through. Then I also did this one. I started it with sprays when Renje was here, and with the mask. She has amazing masks, and I just went on from there. I had stamped images on tissue paper, also from stamps I borrowed from her, and I matted them on here with some gel medium or something, and did some stamping again with some white acrylic paint. And then I decided I needed this quote and I needed a butterfly. So I made a butterfly. I cut it out from book paper just by doing it like this and cutting out, and I adhered it to some vellum for some give it some strength. And then I hope you can see it, but I don't know. Then I took my Stardust glaze pen. It's actually just, well, very fine glitter in a jelly roll pen, and I colored the whole butterfly. Afterwards I think it would be easy to just have embossed it or something, but I really love the tiny sparkle it gives, and of course the saying, don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle, because we all want to follow our dreams, and I think we should do that. So yes, and of course I started another one, but it was getting late and dark, and I only glued down some papers and gave it just a light wash with some colored gesso, and wrote down some ideas or something, but I'm not done with that yet. And I've got some, well, more pages to go, so I'm really looking forward to it. Again, some startups I made when Renje was here, using her sprays and stencils. So I think this got cut out because my camera died, but this page is just actually the reverse of the stencil I used from the pages I did yesterday. So it's this stencil, and I just blotted it on the other way, so like this. It was all inky, and I just pressed it down like that, and I think it's a cool startup for another page, so we'll see what happens there. And as I said, I stamped some images and things, so I'm really looking forward to keep doing this. And I think I've got a tip for you, and it's not my own. I've seen it in videos, I think from Janelle Jacobson. That's when you, of course, especially when you've been going on with a lot of paint, just use a candle and rub it across your pages after you've done, and it gives just a waxy feel. It's not the nicest feel, but it makes sure your pages don't stick together. Doesn't stick together. Don't stick together. Don't stick together when you're done. So it makes it easier to flip through and such. So I thought I would share that tip because it really works. And then I've got another one. I've been starting on art journaling a while ago, and I started out with just a book. It was a book I read, wasn't really particularly special or something, but I thought, well, I could reuse it. And okay, of course the front I haven't done anything to yet, but this is one of my first tries, and as you can see, it's messy and it's bright. But you know, I like it because it was one of my first tries, and you have to start something, and that's what I did. So and then I made these 2 pages. After it, I also decided I just want to do spreads, or maybe one single page and leave one blank, because I can't mix it. I'm just a bit OCD like that. But this is a tree, of course, some background, as I also do my canvases, and a tree I cut out from some lovely paper and some foam leaves. And this one I did again with some paints on the background to make a sundown kind of feel to it. And then I stamped with some gold paint, some wavy lines, and I made this bird. I stamped this bird with my StazOn ink, and I really love this page. It's just, well, it feels warm and a bit mysterious, and I really love it. So, and this is just again a leftover page. So I had some stenciling left and I had some things left, and I just blotted it on, and maybe I'll just sew the whole thing and start over, but who knows, we'll see. And this is actually, you see it's falling off, is the inside of a jar. I left my jar with my pencils and my paint residue and such too long on my desk, so it formed a, well, bottom thingy residue of paint, which was kind of hardened. So I filled the bottle with the jar with some warm water, and then I could peel it off, and I just stuck it to the page. I think it's got nice texture and nice shadows, so we'll see. And this is again a page I started yesterday's using the colors I had left over, so I just painted it in my favorite color and with some stripes from a credit card I used to make some texture. And I really love it actually, and I don't know what I will do next, but we'll see. And then I think I left the page blank, and again I used some leftovers to do this. And I actually love the fact that it's not completely covered, because I didn't use gesso first, so you can see words and all, so maybe I'll do something with it. And the rest of it is still open. And the tip on using a book like this is every 4 or 5 pages or something, you can just glue together to make one sturdy page, and then you rip out 4 or 5 pages and do that again, 4 or 5 pages and such, and go on and go on. And this way you make room, so the book won't be going all this way, but maybe just about here. So I thought that's just a thought. And I've got this little booklet, which I actually found just yesterday in my stash. It's a cute Moleskine, just a small one, and it really has some sturdy pages. And I thought, well, this is really a cute little, well, maybe art journal. I think it's the size of a tag or something, and of course this is the size of a tag, so it makes 2. And I thought I could do some fun things with it, so I will be journaling in this for sure, and we'll see what it gets to. So again, just a share of my art journals, as I said. So far nothing fancy yet, but I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now. Bye.